cold weather riding tips. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. What do you do when you're riding into cold weather? Or do you just not even ride at all? Today we left, it was about 40 degrees probably, maybe.
I asked Alexa, she said it was 34.
So it was pretty cool, might have been in the 30s then.
If you believe Alexa.
Lately I've been wearing a leather Harley jacket that I have. Pretty heavy, and it keeps you warm, does a decent job. But then I knew it was going to be extra cold, and we have heated gear, which, let me just say, heated gear is the way to go. If you can afford it, and you're going to be riding in cold temperatures, heated gear is definitely the way to go. I mean, especially,
it's worth every penny.
We have warm and safe gear, and we have the temperature controllers that you can adjust with a little dial, and you can fine tune it to whatever you want it. And we have the 90 watt. I think they at one time made a 45 watt also, which doesn't get as warm. But the 90 watt, it will literally, we've done it. It will blister you.
Yep.
If you have it up too high. So be cautious about that. But it does get warm. Works great. So that would be my first recommendation. And you don't have to wear a ton of clothes. I mean, we wear some kind of base layer, either a very thin long sleeve shirt or Under Armour or something, and then we put the heated jacket liner on, or heated pants liner, or whatever it is, and then a jacket over top that will keep the wind out. Now, if you just have the heated jacket liner on, it's not going to be very warm. You have to have something over it to hold the heat in. Now the key is, with heated gear, you want to make sure it's snug. Not tight, but snug, so it's close to your body, or you're not going to feel the warmth. So you don't buy it like you would a regular coat, the kind of loose fit, and so you want it to fit fairly snug. Even with the gloves, I know that's not the normal case. You want a little bit of room in your gloves for cold weather, but with heated gloves, you want it to be a close fit. If you're not going to use heated gear, layering is great, because when it warms up in the day, you can remove some of those layers. But I usually wear like a wool sock, something a little thicker, and which usually works great for me. Mrs. Den, I don't know what, she wears a thicker sock too, but she's not really stuck on the whole wool thing like I am. I wear merino wool.
Yeah.
I think hers are just whatever color looks good. It's something a little heavy.
Yep. I got pink and I have maroon.
And
Today is a maroon kind of day. We have the exact same shoe. Mine's a girl's shoe. His is a boy's shoe. The Indy Ridge, they're cool looking.
They are nice boots.
Yeah.
They're insulated. I said they're not insulated. They're lined, and they have a waterproof lining. So they are slightly warm in the summer, but they
never bothered me.
No, I'm fine with it.
I mean, we went to Mississippi with them, and they didn't bother.
But then for your pants, we wear like regular motorcycle pants, usually like a Kevlar lined jean or something. And then Mrs. Den has her heated pants on today.
They're lovely.
And
30 degrees, it's cold. Get out the heated gear. All of it.
Yep.
But I didn't wear my socks, and I don't have my gloves.
The one thing I noticed, and a lot of people with Harley, I was going to wear my chaps and I went off and forgot them. My legs are a little cool today. So, but one thing that I want to mention, a lot of people that ride Harley, they're all about leather. That's the way to go. And I'm going to probably step on a few toes. Leather is not the way to go. Synthetic definitely beats out leather for keeping you warm. I know people's not going to like me saying that, but I put this Olympia jacket on, and it's got a quilted liner and then a waterproof liner in it. And I do have my heated jacket on, but it's not plugged in. It's also like a windbreaker material. I'm here to tell you, I have not felt the slightest bit of cold or anything get through this jacket. Once leather gets cold, that cold radiates through there, and you start feeling it. You can feel that the leather is cold.
And it gets stiff too.
And it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
I mean, this has some weight because of all the liners and stuff, but it is excellent. It was like in a mid to low 30s and was not even cold. Didn't feel any coolness at all on my upper part of my body. For gloves, like I said, heated gear is the way to go, but heated grips, these things are awesome. I love it. You can wear a little bit thinner glove. Hand guards. Some people get hand guards, and if you will keep the wind off your fingers, that makes a huge difference, and especially if you have heated grips with hand guards.
The neck thing too. You don't have yours on though.
That's well, because the heated jackets have a collar that comes up really high, or pretty high, and you can pull that up. But like I said, I don't have mine on today, but it still comes up around your neck. So if you can get like some kind of something to break the wind, to keep wind from going down your jacket, even coming up under your helmet a little bit. There's a chin curtain that most helmets have that will block the cold air out. I don't have mine on. I actually took Mrs. Den's off back when it was warmer. And
keep saying he's going to put it back on.
I know. I don't know where I put it. I'm going to have to find it.
Never seems to happen.
Yeah.
That's okay. I wear my neck thingy. I'm sure it has a better name. What's it called?
Like a neck gaiter?
Yes. Oh my goodness, makes a world of difference. So I put my heated jacket on. It zipped all the way up, so it is up around my neck a little bit. And then I put the neck gaiter. I put it in my mouth, and to hold it, then I put my helmet on. That way I don't get that air blowing up underneath my helmet. That freezes me out. I don't like it. So I make sure I keep it, kind of tucked up underneath there. I'm all toasty and warm. I'm not cold. And we've driven and be cold, and it sucks.
Well, yeah.
It is no fun to be cold and ride.
It's not like you can just turn the heater on. I mean, unless you have heated gear. I mean, years ago, if we went out on a Saturday, we always got back in the dark. And all we had was like a heavy jacket, sometimes a thin jacket. At first, all I had was a sweatshirt and a jean jacket. And that was my winter gear. Cold weather riding gear. And it...
And he'd still go if it was 40 degrees.
Oh man,
and freeze his butt off.
There'd be many nights I'd come back and be shaking so bad, couldn't quit. I guess it was close to being having hypothermia, yeah, because sometimes it'd take me a couple hours to quit shaking when I got back home. This is Route 22, guys, in Kentucky, and it is a curvy road. And so if you want to hit some curves and you're in kind of the western part, and it's a long road. It runs east for quite a ways, I think close to Maysville or somewhere. But it goes all the way over toward the western side of Kentucky. And yeah, so it's no secret. I mean, there's just a few tips that you can do to help yourself stay warm. I mean, the key is keeping the wind off of you. Now, you don't want something that's going to make you so hot that you sweat, because once you start sweating, if any air is getting through there, it's gonna cool your body temperature down. So,
Two, if you drink warm liquid, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, eat something hot, oatmeal, pizza.
that stuff does help, you know, keep
It
you
does, it
little
makes a
warmer, doesn't it?
difference. Yeah. That's a cool building.
That is, isn't it? We'll be on this for 15 miles, I think.
Judicial Center.
So, is there anything else you'd like to say, Mrs. Den, about keeping warm?
As long as you plan ahead, always bring extra, more than what you think you're going to need. That way, if you need more,
A little bit.
I absolutely recommend heated gear for going riding in the cold. We've done both. Heated gear is way better. Way better. Look for deals. Buy used if you need to. We bought used. I don't have an issue with that at all.
No,
Most time people buy it and don't even use it.
She had an older jacket that we bought used, that she used for what?
For a while.
Quite a while. I don't know how many years. And we didn't have any problems out of it. I mean, it's not to say that you always won't, but like Mrs. Den said, a lot of people buy that stuff and never maybe use it once or don't use it at all. They think they're going to use it, you know, and some people just don't ride a lot, or they may do one trip and then think this isn't for me.
Right.
So you may come across something for a lot cheaper, because that stuff's not cheap. I mean, especially if you're buying for two people.
Right. But I will say, it is absolutely worth the money if you're going to ride in the cold.
Oh, it's nice. I mean,
it makes it so much better.
You could literally you can wear at least 1 to 2 things less. Guys, we hope this helps you out a little bit with riding in the cold weather. And I'm sure we did not mention some things. So feel free to comment down below. Let us know what tips you do to stay warm. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you later. See ya.